Call this meeting to order. Welcome everyone. We had a work session prior to this and we went straight into this meeting, so I appreciate you giving us a little bit of grace and starting 4 minutes late. Thank you everyone for attending this evening. The first item of business is the approval of the agenda. I'll entertain a motion.
I want to make a motion to table the board manual until next week, pending changes that need to be made to reflect recent legislative updates.
So I'm hearing you'd like to amend the agenda to table item number 12.
Yes.
Okay. Do I have a second?
That is until September meeting.
Okay. I'll second. I'm going to make sure you got that, Ms. Smith. So we're going to, his motion was to table item number 12 to bring back up for the September meeting. Yeah. We have a second from Jill. We now need to approve the agenda with the amendment. Do I have a motion? Oh, are we going to vote on that?
Yeah.
Yeah? Yes. Any discussion? Go ahead, Minnie.
Yes, I have a question. Would we be able to have a work session, an extra meeting sometime between now and September to be able to discuss this in a little bit more detail?
Love the ideas.
Yeah, I think that we possibly are going to need to do another meeting at the end of August. Yeah, potentially. So, yes, because we could possibly discuss this, or discuss the board manual, is that what you're asking?
Yes.
Yeah. I think that could Okay, so now we need to vote on the amendment. So, yes. Or can we do an aye? All in favor? Okay, let's do that one. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed say nay. Okay, the motion carries. Now we're going to entertain a motion to approve the agenda.
I move to approve the agenda as amended.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say nay. Motion carries. First item, I guess it's the second item, is the request of district citizens or employees to speak this evening. We do have a request this evening. Board Policy C-140P addresses concerns by public Board of Education meeting and states that a total of 30 minutes are allocated for public comment. Each individual or set of parents are allotted 5 minutes to make remarks. We ask that individuals give their names, home address prior to their statement. Comments or questions are not to be addressed by individuals on the dais. If you would like to address the Board of Education regarding student matter, personnel matters, or potential legal matters, the issue can only be heard in closed session. Comments are only to be made related to directly to the agenda. The next item for business is the approval of the consent agenda. I'll entertain a motion.
Second.
Dr. Grant?
All right. On the consent agenda, we have bills totaling $8,376,563.28 as printed. This is up compared to last year. Last year at this time we were sitting at $7,798,924.93. So this year we are finishing up construction projects, and we've replaced doors at Chrysler Stadium, so a multitude of those items, as well as ordering different items, new furniture coming in, and so that's kind of where we are with that.
Any discussion? Okay, all in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed say nay. The motion carries. Next item is the superintendent report.
All right.
Dr. Grant.
Thank you again. I have to say this time of year is my most favorite time of year. I have benchmarks, we have leadership retreat, we have new teacher academy, we have all the teachers returning, and then we have convocation, and those are all within a span of maybe 2.5 weeks. And so we have all of that going on, and teachers reported yesterday for their workday, and this year we have 119 new hires to the district, and compared to last year, we were sitting at about 144. So quite a difference there. And today, we are sitting at 14,262 students versus, that's K-12. That does not include pre-K. So I need to make sure that that's in there. So that would be up a little bit with pre-K because that enrollment is occurring as well. But last year at this time, for K through 12, we were at 14,681. So we're down just a little bit, but those enrollments are still coming in, and that will change just a bit. So really excited. It's a great time of year. Very excited about convocation, and yeah, that's my report.
I should have asked you this earlier. How many open positions do we still have in the district?
So we have, you're going to test my knowledge.
Mm.
We have one, I believe, open position still, and Dr. Robinson's in the back. We have one open position at Independence Academy for social studies, but I do believe that there were an applicant, and that interview was happening, or they were reaching out today for that. And then we do have a few SPED positions left, and we are working with a staffing agency on that. And from what I recall last year, we're kind of in the same situation with that.
And when you say SPED, you mean at IA or at various locations?
District-wide, great.
Okay.
Thank you for that
Yep, no
clarification.
Mm-hmm. Any other discussion? Okay, we'll move on to new business. The first item of new business is the approval of the 2025-2026 professional development plan. Entertain a motion.
I'll move to approve that.
Second.
All right. We have the approval of the professional development plan for the 25-26 school year. This is something that is required annually by the Board of Education, and I would like to turn it over to Dr. Boatwright as her office handles that.
All right, well, good evening. As Dr. Grant said, it's been really, really busy the last several weeks out of my office, and so we're excited to bring to you the plan for the 25-26 school year. This plan has several layers aligning our buildings school improvement plans to the district comprehensive school improvement plan, and it's also aligned to Senate Bill 681 and the MSIP standards. Hopefully I can do this without dropping all of the papers. The district's professional development committee is composed of one representative from each building, one grade level administrator from each educational level. This committee meets monthly to review, evaluate, and strategically plan professional development initiatives across the district. The committee's overarching goal is to ensure that all staff within the ISD engage in a high-quality professional development that is collaborative, job-embedded, and focused on continuous improvement of student learning outcomes. The committee members work closely with the representative building leader teams to design and implement professional learning experiences that also align with both the district's comprehensive school improvement plan and their individual building improvement plans. The district's professional development is intentionally aligned with and guided by the goals and priorities outlined in the CSIP. In addition, the District Professional Development Committee evaluates the effectiveness of those professional learning using the National Learning Forward Standards for Professional Learning. Ongoing assessments are conducted to measure the impact of those professional development on teacher effectiveness and our student achievement. These evaluations ensure that professional learning remains purposeful, high quality, and results driven. The district's professional development framework is intentionally designed to support all staff of multiple levels with particular emphasis on both new and existing employees. We have our induction program for our new educators, which we just completed last week. This induction provides structured and comprehensive training experiences for all new hired teachers. This initiative reflects the district's commitment to continuous professional growth and is directly aligned with the action steps outlined in the high-quality staff focus area of our comprehensive school improvement plan. And then the ongoing professional development for all staff. This is to ensure that continued growth of both our new and returning staff. The district offers multiple professional development days during the school year. These days feature a diverse array of learning experiences, including cross-district, grade level, collaboration, building-based team activities, and content-specific. Professional development funds are allocated through three primary channels. We have district-level funds. These funds are supported district-wide initiatives and training programs. We have building-level allocations. Each building receives funding aligned with its specific professional development plan, and then these funds are used to support initiatives that reflect the unique goals and priorities of each individual building. And then we have the departmental funds. These are designated funds to support the ongoing learning and development of our specialized departments, which are commonly referred to as our electives or specials. The Professional Development Handbook provides a structured framework for professional learning, ensuring that sessions are strategically designed to support district and building goals. It details when sessions will be offered, the method for the delivery of those sessions, and how they will be financially supported. Any questions you have on the professional development plan?
I was looking at the special project funding guidelines. Are you moving on to that, or is that, should I ask now?
Yeah, go ahead.
I just noticed that that does not cover meals or transportation. So what is special project used for? Like, do you have some examples?
So special projects could be used to pay for registration. It could be used to pay for hotel, but it wouldn't be the actual travel or meal part of it. So a lot of times what will happen is a building will cover that piece of it, and then they'll ask for district additional funds because maybe they don't have enough building funds to cover the whole expense. And so it's usually, a lot of times it's the registration, because registration can be pretty hefty.
Right. I just wanted to make sure they could find other avenues for
Absolutely,
transportation.
yes,
Okay.
yeah.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed say nay. The motion carries. Next item is the approval of the curriculum plan. Denise, I heard, Denise, I'm sorry, you did not respond? She did not respond. And then I have not seen Blake because we're sharing a screen.
Yeah, I said yes.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I voted yes. I thought you asked if I asked a question.
Okay.
They both said
Denise
yes.
did
They both said
vote
yes.
yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Okay. And then, I'm gonna see if I can change the view. Okay. Next item is the approval of the 2025-2026 curriculum plan. Entertain a motion.
So moved.
All right. So each year, teachers, instructional coaches, administrators, and building level coaches collaborate in a structural 4-step process to evaluate, update, refine the district's curriculum. This process ensures that instructional content remains relevant, rigorous, and is rigorous for students' needs. The steps are as follows. We assess current reality, we identify the areas of need, we have curriculum revision, and then we provide professional development and implementation support. All proposed curriculum updates are directly aligned with the priorities outlined in the district's CSIP. Specifically, they support the areas of focus in aligning state and national standards and the implementation of research-based instructional practices. Each year, curriculum writing teams make targeted revisions based on teacher feedback gathered throughout the school year and during dedicated curriculum writing sessions. These revisions focus on 3 key areas: pacing adjustments, so the revisions to pacing are made in response to updated academic calendar and instructional needs. The scope and sequence revisions, adjustments may include combining related topics, reordering units between semesters to support prerequisite learning, or refining the logistical progression of instruction to enhance student understanding. And then the assessment modifications. Unit assessments are typically revised to reflect changes in that scope and sequence and to address areas of need identified throughout the data analysis process. In our elementary curriculum updates through ELA, our kindergarten updated their mentor text and the responding comprehensive checklist aligned to the UFly pacing. First grade updated their mentor text and corresponding reading comprehension checklist to incorporate science and social studies within those contents. Third grade embedded the DESE MoLeap blocks, the Missouri Learning Engagement and Preparation blocks, in the reading curriculum, as well as the DESE testlets that are aligned to reading and writing for the state assessments. Fourth grade assessment questions changed based on historical data, performance level descriptors, and teacher feedback. And in 5th grade, they embedded the DESE, MoLeap, and ELA testlets. A testlet is a practice assessment provided by DESE that mirrors the format and rigor of the actual assessment. They are only available in ELA and math, and they are meant to help students and teachers familiarize themselves with the types of questions asked on the state assessment and the rigor of those questions. And this was something new this past year that DESE put out as a pilot for school districts to use, and so they were very successful with our staff, and they really appreciated the testlets and the direction that DESE went with those. The MoLeap blocks are resources that support the classroom instruction and can be used in part or whole and are woven into our current curriculum. They're aligned to Missouri learning standards and performance level descriptors, and the materials focus on foundational skill learning progression as well as the spiraling of content. In math, our 3rd grade embedded the MoLeap as well, and then in 4th and 5th grade in the math, they provided math formative quick checks aligned to those performance level descriptors and the grade level standards. For elementary and science, for math and for 4th and 5th grade, they also incorporated the MoLeap block, and then in 5th grade, they incorporated the testlets that split the science, and then they also split science unit assessments away from the reading, so they're now a separate assessment. In social studies, our 2nd and 3rd grade embedded the MoLeap learning blocks as well. At the secondary level, as part of our ongoing commitment to improve instruction and student learning outcomes, they have implemented a series of strategic updates across both middle and the high school levels. For ELA, for all content areas, all the unit assessments were updated, the pacing guides, and a focus on Tier 2 and Tier 3 academic vocabulary. Additionally, the integration of Newsela articles and text into the unit enhancements literacy developed by providing students with high interest, standardized, aligned reading materials that support comprehension and content engagement. And if you remember back to, I believe it was January, you all approved the new resource of the Newsela, and so we're really excited to be able to use that across the board. For middle school, we included the weekly comprehension checklist guide that will help to align reading and writing of the mentor text and the use of the testlets and the writing prompts. At the high school level, curriculum teams focus on strengthening writing instruction through the incorporation of the MoLeap writing resources, and they incorporated particular priority standards to have reviewed and updated to align with the state expectations. In math, all courses updated their unit assessments. They included the DESE testlets, and they added the Spiral Math resource to Algebra 2 to support the reoccurrence of topics and the standards over time. In science, all courses updated unit assessments, 8th grade added a constructed response question to the unit assessments and moved the genetics unit from beginning of the semester to the end to allow more time on an ecology and natural selection, which shows up on the 8th grade state assessment, and to support the students in that area. Physical science was a new course added to the program of studies in 25-26. This course covers both basic chemistry and the physics content, and this course was created and developed by teachers this summer. All elective courses have updated their pacing guides to reflect the new academic school year. Adjustments were made to semester overviews as needed. During the summer of 24-25, our high school Spanish teachers also dedicated some time to aligning standards and expectations with MCC dual credit. The work that was built upon the efforts initiated from the previous summer, and then the final 2 courses also will be aligned this year with MCC. Additionally, the foreign cultures course was reimagined as an introductory world language course encompassing French, Spanish, and German. This newly revised curriculum offers students the opportunity to explore the cultural, linguistic, and geographic influences of each of those languages, providing a broader foundation for future language study, and that's for our middle school students, so they have an opportunity to be exposed to all 3 before they make that decision on which one they may want to move forward with. And then our elementary LMS updated their quarterly lessons to reflect STEM activities for each text and added new text to quarters 1 and 3 for students who are not getting, so that they don't get the same books every single year. Any questions that you have over curriculum updates or changes?
I do just want to add, this is no easy task. Dr. Boatwright and her team do a phenomenal job, but also kudos to the teachers that give their time to do this, because that's a lot of hard work. So I think that that needs to be recognized.
Yeah, absolutely. Any other discussion?
The foreign cultures class that you said was middle school?
Yes.
Is that 7th and 8th?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see you. Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say nay. The motion carries. Next item is the approval of the membership of the following cooperatives. Approval of the 2025-2026 assessment plan.
One more, Miss.
Sorry. I mean, I had it here.
You're good.
It's here, I just picked it up and moved it on.
All right. So the district's assessment plan is designed to support high-quality instruction and student achievement through a variety of key objectives. Differentiation with instruction, student ownership of learning, and a culture of achievement, real-time feedback, and alignment with the district and building goals. The differentiated instruction assessments provide teachers with actionable data to tailor their instruction based upon individual student needs and ensure all learners are appropriately challenged and supported. It promotes student ownership of learning. The assessment plan empowers students to monitor their own progress and take an active role in their learning journey, fostering readiness for college and career. And then it fosters a culture of achievement, so that regular and purposeful assessment practice helps to cultivate a learning environment where academic growth and high expectations are the norm for all. It also provides that real-time feedback, and for our teachers, with that ongoing formative assessment, it allows them to check for understanding throughout the instruction rather than waiting till the end of a unit. And then it ensures alignment with district and building goals. The assessment data is used to evaluate the effectiveness of instruction and to confirm that the curriculum remains aligned to the district's CSIP and each building's school improvement plan, their goals, and the state standards. The 25-26 school year marks our second year of implementation with the STAR assessment platform. STAR is a nationally normed screening tool that offers a comprehensive view of student performance in both reading and in math. It provides valuable data at the individual, grade level, and building level, supporting instructional planning and progress monitoring, and ensures compliance with Senate Bill 681. In addition, the district utilizes a DNA platform to administer end-of-unit assessments in the core content areas. These assessments serve as one measure of student learning, helping to evaluate mastery of of specific topics and standards covered within a particular unit. Together, these two platforms play a crucial role in informing the instruction, guiding interventions, and supporting data-driven decisions for our teachers. Our STAR early reading and math assessments, these are given to our K-1 students. They will be given these assessments during our designated testing window. The STAR screener and curriculum-based measures will be administered to all K-5 students as outlined in Senate Bill 681 and the dyslexia legislation, as well as STAR math 3 times a year. Students in grades 6-10 will be administered the STAR reading and STAR math screeners 3 times a year in the fall, winter, and the spring. And students will be administered the assessments during the district testing window. Grade level and department core content in the unit common assessments, these assessments align to the grade level and department units and are administered at the conclusion of the unit of a study. The ISD administers several assessments annually as required by the Missouri Department of Elementary and Secondary Education. These assessments are designed to monitor student progress, evaluate academic performance, and ensure compliance with state and federal guidelines. WIDA Access is for our EL students. The Access assessment is administered annually to students in kindergarten through 12th grade who have been identified as English language learners. This assessment measures students' progress in acquiring academic English and evaluates their proficiency across the 4 language domains: listening, speaking, reading, and writing. In the ISD, the Access assessment is typically administered during the months of January and February. The MAP, or Missouri Assessment Program, or for our upper grades, our EOC assessments, grade level assessment goes to students in grades 3 through 8. They participate in ELA, mathematics, and for our 5th graders and for our 8th graders in science. Our end-of-course assessments are administered to our high school students enrolled in Algebra 1, Algebra 2, Biology, English 2, and Government. Any questions that you would have over our assessment platform?
The STAR reading, is that something that they do on the assessment? Did they do that on the computer or with the teacher?
Yes. Yeah, no, they do that on the computer. Yeah, and it's a normed test, and it's we give it in 3 different windows, and so in fact they'll start that August 25th is when our window opens.
Okay. Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed say nay. The motion carries. Okay, item number 4. Approval of the membership of the following cooperatives: AEPA by Board, Education Plus, Kansas City Suburban Joint Purchasing Cooperative, NPP Gov, Omnia Partners, PEPPM Sourcewell, and TIPS USA. I'll accept a motion.
So moved.
Second.
All right, I am going to turn this over to Dr. Stout.
Thank you, Dr. Graham. As a cost savings measure for the purchase of supplies, furniture, and equipment, administration recommends the approval of the memberships in the, and I've got written down the following cooperatives, but since our president has outlined those, I'll go as presented.
Thank you.
So thank you. The savings comes by being in a large group with other school districts and businesses, and thus enhancing the purchasing power with many items, including furniture, equipment, and supplies. And as a matter of fact, I think our next action item will take advantage of one of these co-ops. Happy to answer any questions.
Any discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say nay. Motion carries. Item number 5 is the approval to accept and sign proposal for a chiller replacement at Independence Academy.
The IA, sorry,
Second.
There we go.
ready to roll.
Yeah, you go. Yeah, he's in.
All right. Right. The IA chiller, Independence Academy chiller, runs off of R22 Freon. This is costing us thousands of dollars annually. because a gallon of R22 is approximately $1,500. And I think in visiting with Mr. McGee, we spent about $20,000 over the last 2 years on this unit. The new carrier model is more efficient and does not use the R22 Freon anymore. The new Freon is significantly cheaper and better for the environment. This is the same unit we put in at Nowlin, Truman, and Crispin. This chiller was installed in 1996, and the plan is to install it over the winter months, since it's going to take 12 to 15 weeks for it to arrive. We would ask that the Board of Education approve to accept and sign the proposal to replace the existing chiller at IA from Lippert Mechanical under the NCPA Omnia Cooperative contract for a total price of $461,596. And a couple other considerations, and I greatly appreciate Greg working with Dr. Boatwright, but we're going to make sure we stay away from the spring testing window. That's important. And we get better rates by ordering in the fall. So we're going to take advantage of that as well.
Did you say 400?
461,000, yes, sir.
Hey, okay. All right.
Sorry, I just had one question. It says sales tax NOT is included. So is sales tax not is included, or is it include? What is NOT? Is it an acronym?
Yeah, it should not be
So,
included.
so sales tax is not included. So they just transpose those two. Okay. Do we have any idea how much? I mean, is it 8% or whatever it is? Yeah, something.
I'm speculating that, but I don't know.
Yeah.
What's the life expectancy of this new chiller?
I think 20 years, correct? 20, 25, maybe 25.
And the initial one was.
30 on it,
Yeah. Yeah.
plus $20,000 in Freon.
R22, okay. It is. Good Lord.
Okay, all those in favor say aye.
All right.
Aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say nay. Motion carries. Next item of business is the approval to let bids for the storage facility at the field at George Caleb Bingham Middle School.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Dr. Stout, again.
Thank you. Bingham and Pioneer do not have ample storage space for all of their extracurricular activities. The small shed between the two buildings has to come down once we remove the underground cistern. When this occurs, they will have no storage at all. So the proposed storage facility will allow both schools more room for storing their equipment and also provide a small press box for the turf field all in one. This will be located on the west side of the current football field. We would ask that the Board of Education approve letting bids for this storage facility as proposed. So kind of a win-win.
Yeah.
And they've kind of had that makeshift, if you're familiar, press box over there and unit. So this will look a lot nicer and serve as storage and the press box.
Great. Is the goal to have it completed by next fall, or?
Yeah, we should be able to do that this year, yes. March.
Okay, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say nay. The motion carries. Next item is the approval to let bids for partial roof replacement at Glendale Elementary School.
Can I make, sorry.
Yeah, make a motion.
Okay, can I make that motion?
Second.
Dr. Stout.
The portions of the roof we are looking to replace are the upper and lower central, north, south entry, northeast, and southeast roofs. So those of you that are familiar with our schools, there's lots of little areas and different pitches, et cetera. So those are the focus areas. They were installed in 2002, and the warranty ended in 22. So we were 20 years into that now. So this evening, we're asking for approval to let bids for the partial roof replacement at Glendale Elementary School.
Discussion?
That was a lot of roof. What is left?
I know.
Mr. McGee, what's left? Two of those, all of those.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say nay. Motion carries. Next item is the approval to increase breakfast price for adults.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Dr. Stout again.
Okay.
Our nutrition service department has completed the DESI mandated paid lunch equity or the elite food for the 25-26 school year. And based on this information that's been gathered, there are no student meal price increases necessary. So that's the good news. However, we must raise our adult breakfast meal price by 15 cents. So we're asking this evening that the board approves the adult breakfast meal price at $2.80, which is still effective market. $2.75.
Do you have any idea how many adult breakfasts we sell?
At this, I can look up and let you know. I'd have to get into our software system to look that up.
It's nothing to stress about, I just was like curious.
I mean, it's obviously some reason.
Right, they're giving
Yeah.
up to me.
I mean, Honey Bun
15
Day,
cents.
mine.
I mean, I've seen the breakfast and I still think they're getting a good
Oh,
deal.
absolutely, yeah. Let us know.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed say nay. Motion carries. Next item is the approval of the district tuition rate for the 2025-2026 school year. Will entertain a motion.
So moved.
Second.
Dr. Grant?
All right. This is done on an annual basis for each school year, and for the 25-26 school year, the recommended tuition rate is $14,193.86. Compared to last year, we were at $13,011.18. This is due just to overall increase in expenses for the district, for a difference of just over $1,100.
Discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say nay. Motion carries. Item number 10 is the approval of a resolution to readopt the Board of Education ethics policies G265P, G270P, and G275P.
So moved.
Second.
Dr. Grant.
All right, thank you. This is required to be approved by the board every 2 years, and documentation of the approval submitted to the Missouri Ethics Commission. These policies address disclosures of potential board member and employee conflicts of interest in transactions in excess of $500 per transaction for the independent school district. There are no changes to these policies since the last time that they were adopted.
Discussion. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say nay. Motion carries. Next item is the approval to schedule the tax levy rate hearing.
I make that motion.
Second.
All right. It's that time of year again when we need to set our tax rate hearing. This must be done prior to October 1 of each year. The administration is recommending the hearing to be set on September 9th, 2025 at 5:45 p.m. prior to the regularly scheduled board meeting. This is also required by law.
Discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say nay. Motion carries. Last item is the approval of the selection of superintendent search firm. Entertain a motion.
I move that we select, or, because we're not having discussion, we're just actually moving for,
Or we're just making the approval now, and then I guess we'll discuss, right?
We're going to do a vote after we make the motion to discuss it.
okay, I move that we discuss it in the approval of selection of superintendent search firm.
Second.
Okay, so now we're going to discuss.
There we go.
So in our work session, we talked about how we would just do a roll call vote for the search firm that we would choose. So we'll go ahead and do that now. And so do you want to just call our name, and then we will say which firm that we would want to do, and then Dr. Stout will tally those votes. MSBA.
Mac and J.
MSBA.
McPherson and Jacobson. McPherson and Jacobson.
Okay, MSBA has it by the majority rule, and so I will entertain a motion to approve MSBA as our superintendent search firm.
I make the motion to approve MSBA as our search firm.
Second.
All those in favor say, does anybody want to discuss?
I think that,
Denise, oh, there we go.
I thought she was discussing. If we do go, in fact, with MSBA, my biggest concern is the community engagement piece. And so I'm going to urge the board to ensure that that is a full, transparent, and open engagement process with all of our stakeholders.
I agree with that.
Same, I agree. Likewise, the language thing, I only really heard the emphasis with Mac and Jake emphasize the importance of diverse language translators and all that fun stuff. So whatever resources we can leverage from MSBA, which I believe they do have those resources, that we would just really emphasize that on the forefront. That's all.
And I would emphasize more than just a survey. Like, I would really liked meeting in person options and things like that. So obviously a survey is great for those who can't be in person. So I just liked the multifaceted approach.
Yeah. Okay, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed say nay. The motion carries. I will entertain a motion to adjourn to closed session.
I moved to close
I move to adjourn to closed session pursuant to Missouri State Statute for legal matters 610.0211, 1, real estate 610.0212, legal matters, real estate, and personnel issues 610.0213, and then also students 610.0216.
Second. Yes.
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 Yes. We are adjourned.